Alright, here we go. Here's the monitor that I made the other day. This is actually a slightly different one. Same idea though. And now I'm going to add a couple of buttons and a webcam and see how that goes. So, come in here and let's select this. And all I'm going to do for these buttons is very simple. Let's go for 16. I'm going to do that. Let's zoom into that thing. And let's do this. Okay, let's come out a little bit. Come in. Come out and F to make face. Switch to face selection, and I'm going to come back and bevel. I don't need too many. I'm going to do that. I'm going to grab this edge, and I'm going to bevel that, and I'm going to shade smooth. And in the end, I might actually put one subdivision on there. I can throw it actually down there. And that's going to be the button. So I'll just copy this out a couple of times. And that's going to be that right there. So those are the buttons. And now it's time to move on to a webcam. So I'm going to select up here. Actually, let's do it like this. Let's grab that edge. And I'm going to bring in a UV sphere. And I'm going to go for 22, maybe 10. Build it out of that. Let's rotate X90. Okay. And I'm going to scale this in the Y. I'm going to delete that vertex, and I think I'll come out and delete those as well. Let's get rid of the back ones as well, and we'll flatten that out. I'm just going to do, no, I'll do this and leave that for now. And we're going to come out even more for this, okay? Okay, let's go E and S and come in, and I'll pull this out a bit. E and S, come down, and I'll pull it out a little bit more. And at this point, I'm going to come out and just start doing something. Come in, E, I'm going to come in some more, but I'm going to scale it in. And I'm just going to do that, and at that point I'm going to stop it, and I'm going to bring in something else there later. Okay, now I want to take all of this stuff, Control plus a few times to there, and I'm going to break this out so it's a separate piece. Let's move it out a little bit. And I'll come back into this, and I'm going to just extrude a little bit and then back, and I'm going to bevel this edge with just one. And I'm going to do a similar thing with this. I can extrude back, and I'm going to bevel this edge, and I'm going to see how well it looks. Sort of looks like it fits on there. Make it a bit smaller if I need to. Let's put Control 1 on there, both of them, just to start looking a little bit nicer. Okay, now let's bring an edge loop down. I want to do some holes in this. get to that in a minute. Where's my leveler? Let's turn that off for a second so I can see what I'm doing. Okay. Let's scale that in. Let's look from the front and find a place where I can make holes. So for example, that's the center. What if I go one there, so one there, 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 and there. 3 and 3. Let's try that. Let's press I to inset, come in, hold shift, switch to individual origins, right click, loop tools, circle, scale those down a little bit more. Okay, press I to inset again, come in a bit, extrude back, and now let's just take this, let's do it simply here. Let's do Shift D to copy that and bring it out for a second. I'll go P and we'll extrude it out. GY. I'll make a face and I'll bevel it back a lot like this. Let's see if I can get off, take the subdivision off. Yeah, I'm not going to need that. Let's make it a bit bigger. Push it back in there. So I'm going to have that. Yeah, that's it. Okay. And then what I was thinking is I would take, maybe I will take that middle one, Shift D. Let's scale it out, break it out, hide the subdivision for now, look at the front in wireframe, and we'll delete, say, all of those. Okay, yeah, I'll leave it there, okay. Let's extrude it to give it some width. Pull it back. Let's start saving. Solidify. Okay, if it's going weird, recalculate outside. Let's put that back on. That kind of a thing. Let's try bringing that up. And yeah, we'll just make it. We'll do it like that. All right, let's look at that now. I think I'm going to go in and scale it. Like this. I'll bring it up a bit more. Okay. Let's grab another circle here. Doesn't matter which one. Shift D. Take it out. B. Get rid of the subdivision for sure. That. Rotate Z 90. Let's see here. right. What I might do is I might rotate this. Let's try that. It's not overly visible. Let's see if I bring this down a bit further, create a bit more space. I might do that. Let's take this and set the origin to geometry, bring a 3D cursor so I have something to mirror around. So that that could attach to there. Okay, let's go with that for now. I'm going to steal another one of your circles, please. D. And D. We'll make the stand out of this. Let's how about we do it this way? Just focus on that. Let's come up into you. And come down. Let's start with this thing here. If it looks weird, make sure we do that once in a while. Let's bevel that. Let's just put one. Let's see where we're at. Alt H. Okay. Gonna bring this up ever so slightly. And this thing I'm just going to bring up until I see that. And then I'll come in, and in wireframe I'll box select that. And just pull it back, rein it in. Have that sticking through there. Okay, cool so far. All right, let's take this. Don't need anything on the back. And that's really what I need right there. Let's take this, this, and all of these pieces here. And we will make a new collection for those. Call it Webcam. And I'm going to put that into computer monitor. Now that should be reflected in my monitor right here. Okay, which I will eventually probably angle. I'll have to do something with the webcam. Maybe that'll be weird. Okay, so because that's an instance of this, and I actually have one back here as well. We'll decide if I want to keep that or not. Okay, so that's what I've got. The buttons and the webcam. Now, let's just select this and have a look at this stuff. Yes. In Look Dev, this is my monitor. All right, and I've got some slightly different text on here. I actually have a curved screen. And just to show you that, all I've done is I subdivided it and I pulled it out a little bit. So this one is slightly curved. Okay, I've got my materials on this. I now need to get materials on those buttons, which I have apparently lost. So let's bring everything back. Let's take these and move you into web. No, it doesn't have to be in webcam, actually. It doesn't really matter now that I think about it. No, let's move those into computer monitor. That's fine. Okay. So we need to get some materials on all those things. So I'll do it like this. Let's just smart UV project those, and let's create a material for them. No, you know what? For the material for these, I'm just going to use a pre-existing material that I have. Which is this black rubber that I made in SMUDGR. So I will zoom in on one and you will see what that looks like. All right, that's what it is, a bunch of scratches and stuff. So I'll take these and that Control L materials, and that is going to be the buttons so that they show up reasonably nicely. Okay, so we're going to texture this now in Substance Painter, very basically. Okay, so I got this piece, and I got this piece, and I got this guy here. And so we're just going to take these. Let's go ahead and apply that mirror. And let's just smart UV project those. Let's do the same for this. That's got 2 subdivisions. This has got 1. Let's bring that down to 1. Let's join that together. Maybe I'll put 2 on that whole thing. So let's smart UV project that. And let's give that a material. Let's call this webcam stand. And let's call this, you could probably join that together as well. No, we'll call that, it's got nothing on it. Okay, so let's call this webcam clips. Okay. And we got this piece here. Let's call that webcam front, although I'll probably just use a texture I already have. Let's call that webcam back. Okay, so I got materials for that. Let's smart UV project that. Let's smart UV project that. That piece I don't care. Let's take this, and this, and let's export that as an FBX. And I'm just going to call this webcam. Selected objects. Let's bring it into Substance Painter. I'm going to go for 1024. Webcam. Okay, there it is. Come down here and bake mesh maps. I'll go for 1024. Okay, I deleted that back face. Let's use smart materials here. Drag that in. That is on the back. That may be a little bit extreme. Let's see if I go to the clips. Oh, they're really getting dusty. Front and stand. Oh, that looks good. Okay, cool. Let's try that. Let's save that. And export those textures. Okay, so they're all webcam. All right. Here we go, back here. Let's go into the shading tab. Okay. Here's the front. Select that, Shift Control T. Let's go into textures. And we've got webcam front. Base color down to roughness. This one. Webcam back, down to roughness. What's that, stand? Webcam stand. Let's get those clips. Nice. Let's get this. And I want to put, I think, an emission on this. Pretty bright. Maybe I'll try the generator one. We'll see. I might actually put a different material on this, which is this one right up here. This black rubber thing. Might want to do that. I'm going to come in here. Let's do this. Take all those, add a new material. Maybe a different emission. I don't know. Maybe this, maybe crate for now. I might have to come out by one on these. Let's try that and see if that's too much or if that's the right amount. It might be the right amount there. Save that. Double check. Okay, yeah, my buttons. that's how she looks. That's basically what I'm going for. I might change that. Because I've got that instance, if I come out here, this is what we have. I can rotate this later on, but that's basically what I wanted to show you. And so, yeah, I think we're in decent shape. I'll just make a decision about some of those materials later. Cool.